All right, welcome back to No Agendas. We're doing the last and final game for the alternate arcade that we had up in Fairview Heights at Fantasy Books. So I'm joined here with John Sullivan, and I'm Bob Picker.
And we're going into the final round. The two highest people with prestige actually myself with us
14.
10. No, I had 10.
Oh, 10.
I had 10, and Josh from the last game with 9 because he actually had a win at time. So I ended up having to play somebody else here, which is Philip, who was the next down in the row. So if I can win both games, I'll win the tournament. If not, Josh wins his game, he'll take the tournament. But so again, we're going to see me playing my wonderful Wayland deck, and Philip playing Andy because Philip loves Andy.
Never played something different. When you play something different, the world will stop.
I actually called this deck Darth Wayland just because, well, it's got the Darth Vader sleeves, and Wayland's kind of like Dark Side of the Force. But we're gonna get
Darth Wayland.
Yeah. So we're gonna get our install and 2-2. Now I've always
do
said,
you sing the song, the theme song?
No, I try not to. And we're gonna get a count siphon because it's Andy and I'm.
You're naked.
This was a bad play on my part. Like I know Andy has inside jobs, and that's not an agenda over there. It was something to make him waste an inside job, and. Yeah, account siphon slipped my mind.
So I think he clears the 2 tags, takes 6 credits instead.
And then he's going to come, I'm assuming he's going to run and see what that is.
Well, he's only got one more click left.
True, but, well, he doesn't know if I have traps or not. I know that I don't have traps. So, I'm pretty sure that's Jack.
So he put in a Gordian here.
Is that a Gordian up there?
Yeah,
okay.
It took me a little while to see it pop up.
Yeah,
It's
Gordian.
Gordian.
Right. So I have no money.
Which is a strange play, kind of, but anyway.
Yeah, there's not a lot of scary code gates, so...
Not in Wayland, anyway.
Right. Now, money would
But
be
you're
really
probably going to
nice.
run a toll booth because you had the money to run a toll booth.
True. I always run toll booth.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, with a Gordian, toll booth is, 7 to break.
Yeah.
I have no problem with
3.
7 credits to break my toll booth.
Yeah.
And there's Plascrete. So we're probably not going to kill him this game. And actually, with my Wayland deck, even though it has the combo and Scorched Earth and everything, I very rarely kill people. It's usually just I can ice up for it's like Glacial Wayland. You know, the ice is so big, costs so much, I can score things.
Or you just put so many layers of ice out that...
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're ice rich in this deck, for sure.
Probably. At least I have very few.
You don't run
little
traps.
ice.
And
No.
you don't run traps in it, so...
I got Grendel refineries in there that are sort of like traps. They make people very confused when they get like 5-6 advancement counters on it. They're like, what is going on? But hey, 32 credits.
Could you imagine if Wayland had something like a... Oh, there you go. Hostile
Poor. I needed money.
And you... Yep. Yep.
I love hostile takeover.
And you take an extra credit here, so...
You take an extra one?
No, you take,
Oh.
You scored it,
Gotcha.
and then I think you take an extra credit.
Oh, it was my final move. Okay.
Yeah. And now you got BP.
Yeah.
Now this will come back later in the game here.
Yeah, people always see now, like Phil puts the BP on Andy, and I personally always put my BP with my money. Even if the other, like I'm playing against a corporation and like, well, I got my BP over here, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to put an extra BP on mine so that I always remember.
Yeah, I always put it up in front of me. Like I usually have, instead of that kitty of tokens there, I'll have my bank tokens. Oh, so he still goes in, steals a hostile, because you're still running naked over.
Well, sure.
No,
there's still something over at R&D. I don't know what it was. Probably wasn't worth resing.
Yeah, but he put an R&D interface, so...
Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't res it, because I wanted to restructure next turn.
Yeah. Yep. So he goes in, takes an easy mark.
Yep, get him some money back.
So now you got plenty of money. Wayland's rich. 16 credits worth.
Yeah. He can even account siphon me and I don't care.
There's a point here that I almost lose track of how much money you have.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But anyway, so he inside jobs you.
See
2 cards.
I think that's
Oh, and he gets a... But he does have
true.
He does have R&D interface, so...
Yeah, but
an inside job there is not horrible. I wouldn't do it to see 1 card.
Right.
I'd do it to see multiple cards.
I'd see it maybe for the win. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you really need to get in somewhere, it kind of hurts you. But so we're gonna get the 3 advance. That's Grendel.
And he's going, is that a priority wreck?
Right. That's been hanging out there this whole time. Actually, it might be. I don't remember if I tried to. No, I wouldn't have put priority right there on the first turn. That's just a bad
Oh, yeah,
play.
you would have.
No, I wouldn't. No. Not against Andy. Against somebody else, sure. If it was like a toll booth I had there. But... Draw.
So he just gets some money.
Yep,
He's pretty poor for Andy.
Then we're a little scared here with 5 tokens, so yeah, we're gonna Grendel for 20 money.
31. I think Philip's reaction was like, "You got to be kidding me."
Yeah. I love Grendel.
Yeah. So you put 2 more tokens on it, trash it.
It's a trap that keeps on giving. I don't want to take cards out of your hand. I don't want to give you tags. I just want to get a whole pile of credits.
All right, so he gets some money, gets up to sure gamble. He's got a whopping 9 to your 31.
Yeah, I'd say 9 is still a lot, but yeah, 31.
Yeah,
he can account siphon me if he
the
wants
only thing
to.
you don't have in play right now is ice.
All right, yeah.
So he puts daily cast. Now this is the other thing too. I think you shell shocked him because Philip starts forgetting what he has actually in play.
Right.
Forgets to take off the daily cast, a whole ton of stuff. Because I think you put him in shell shock.
Yeah. And then we're gonna get ice over HQ. Look at that. We found ice.
We found ice. It cost you 2, but you got 31. Who cares?
Right. And I was like, no, sorry. I have to stop you from account siphoning me again. I want to keep my bundle of credits.
So he's Mr. Lee's.
Mr. Lee's.
He's digging for cards. See, I think he forgets to start taking off. This is where I start losing the money.
He forgot daily casts, huh?
I'm trying to keep track of stuff.
Right. Oh, Forged. Sure. Forged.
Okay.
Whatever.
Forged.
Toll booth.
Wow. Cost me 8. I still got 21. Welcome to Whalen.
I love Whalen.
So he's Mr. Lean thinking, well, that was a good plan. Well,
yeah, I don't see Forge as being a great play there just because I have the money to res it.
I would have forged your HQ to find out what you need to get in the HQ.
That wouldn't be a bad plan. I think I would have tried to force me to res stuff first because normally in your Wayland you're not seeing anything too
scary.
Yeah, it's just like,
so
oh,
then
okay,
you put another one in.
Well, yeah, that's the agenda now. I have 21. I hope it's the agenda. I have 21 credits and.
Hey, you got the 2x3 now. Nothing like seeing a 2x3 wall.
Well, I had a lot of ice and no agendas.
Yeah. Katie Jones. So he's got daily cast. I think he takes the first daily cast, but then he's
got at least 2 of them.
He puts
there.
Katie.
Let's forget it for a little while.
Yeah. And then I think he sure gambles. So he's got. As a normal runner, you'd be like, "Hey, I'm great. I got 12 money. Oh, you put another
piece of ice. Why not?
So 2 deep, 3 deep. Let's see how big it gets.
Yeah, I had to count, and okay, maybe that's not a piece of ice. Maybe I was just trying to bait him into running that, or I don't know, because if it was like priority rec, I should have dropped in advance twice. But yeah, we'll find out.
So he takes get daily cast here.
As you notice, I'm planning to put more ice down, so we're going to kind of push the ice together a little more.
Yeah. You're ice rich.
Yeah. One more Mr. Lee. Looks like you remember daily cast that turn.
Yeah, he got daily cast this turn. Again, he's got 14 approximate credits.
Right, because they're all kind of down.
They're kind of down on the bottom. That's why I always like to have something that's not next to my credit pool, either other side of the table or something so it's separate from your, tokens.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier to keep track of. And then he actually starts putting stuff out to the side, which is even harder.
Well, you get a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. So he puts another daily cast. Right, now he's got 2 in play, and he starts forgetting to take them at the start of his turns.
Hey, look, Beanstalk.
Oh, twice!
Hey,
1's good, 2 is better.
It must have been a game earlier in the day that I played all 3 for fun.
Just for 1 turn?
Yeah, one turn I played all 3.
12 credits.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so he trashes 1, so he's still got 1 there, but I think he forgets to take it every turn. It goes back and forth. I've been trying to keep track of it, but if the credits get kind of off...
You know why?
Well, no, why? Because I can't see how many total credits he's got.
Yeah.
All right, so he forges over a
Archer.
Archer.
Yep,
which is
Archer.
a good one. That's worthwhile.
Sure. I mean, I had a hostile to lose to it, so it's fine.
It's always nice when you don't have a hostile, though.
Yes, not to make me throw it away. That's just upsetting.
Yeah, that's the greatest time.
love making people run into Archer. I think everybody loves making people run into Archer. It's just
It's like,
fun.
it's how much I have to pay? It has how many subroutines on it? And you get money back? It costs you...
You don't have a Century Breaker? Well, you don't have any other programs either. Draw a couple cards. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, protects the Archer from inside job, right?
Hey, there's the third beat.
Now look, he's got 21 credits. You got 26. This is like a game of economies right now.
But he only has Gordian Blade.
I know, he's only got Gordian Blade, and he's like digging through his whole deck here. He's got 3 agenda points. You got nothing now.
No, yeah, possible takeover had to go away.
So, I mean, you think Phillips in command, but with 26 points, Wayland is just sitting pretty.
Oh, sure. I mean...
Alright, so he plays Compromise Employee.
Which card does he really likes? It's an okay card.
It's no. I think if you're going to play a Link kind of economy kind of thing, you play Underworld Contacts.
And he forges my Draco.
Oh,
My account siphon protection.
oh yeah, but that's there's a waste of a card for sure. He's probably going, oh, it had to be that Draco.
Yeah.
Now it would have been nice to hit another Archer,
Yes, that would have been nice to hit my other Archer.
because then it's like, oh, sorry, you can't res that, can you?
I'm sure the other 2 Archers are actually in that pile.
Somewhere,
Yeah.
you
I
think?
want to say it's in the remote.
Oh, I'm sure you put one over the remote. I mean, you're running 3 of them. If you're not running 3 of them, I would be shocked.
Pretty sure I have 3. I don't know.
You know, I think throwing an Archer in NBN would be really fun.
Only if it works.
Because it would be cheap to, I mean, because there's a lot of 1.
Yeah, there is. Depends on if you're playing. I mean, like my NBN deck only has a couple breaking news.
But you burn one of those, you throw up an Archer, it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah,
You wipe somebody's board?
not a bad plan.
Good idea. I like doing this commentary because you get thinking
Weird
about these
ideas.
crazy things, you know.
Hey, look, now we got a.
Oh, it's a 4x3x3.
I was gonna say it's a 3x3 with a kicker.
That's
Three.
that's a matrix. That's a
Yeah.
hat. As my old soccer coach would say, that's a hat trick with a feather on top.
As we can tell, I'm drawing lots of ice and no agendas. At one point during this game, I actually look over at my runner deck to make sure I didn't forget like 4 cards.
Oh, like are they still left?
Well,
in
I looked,
the...
yeah, I looked on the bottom of it, and then I started wondering if I gave it to Josh.
All right, so now he's got the whole suite. You got a BP.
Yep.
He's got the whole suite. He's got 13 credits from what I can gather from
Yeah.
numbers. He's not hurting for economy.
He's-
I would start running like crazy here.
But it's so expensive. And there was hostile takeover.
So you score another. Well, there's Archer food.
Yep.
I mean, that's all that is.
Archer's a hungry piece of ice.
See, again, you got to put those BP credits up in front when you're making your runs or something to trigger that. Hey, I got 2 free money on a run.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's really got potential. Oh, I took the daily cast there. That's why the number went up. But I mean, he's potentially got 17
Money, yeah. Sure.
money to make a run. You could break any. I don't care what the ice is.
Well, not really. I mean, it's going to take 8, like right now, you need 8 credits to break Archers. It's 15 credits to break those 2 pieces of ice.
Yes.
So, I mean, and I have 24, so I'm going to be rezzing at least a third.
Well, now he puts it in Desperado.
Yeah, well, still, it's a
So,
one.
I mean,
Ace.
it forces you to res ice.
Sure, I would force me to
And-
res ice too.
I mean, if you just sit it back and let Wayland, build their economy and their ice walls, you're done.
Well, if I had drawn any agendas, this game would have been long over.
Oh
But-
yeah, you could have done your Atlas thing
Oh yeah.
3 times over. You would have had an Atlas scored with like 6 advancement tokens on it.
Oh, if only the Grendel was an Atlas, that would have been perfect. But he took the Atlas earlier. So easy marks for some more money.
I think you got to run here.
Uh,
At least
yeah, 'cause
poke.
so long as you can break Archer, I would
Mhm.
run. But I think he's actually digging for Sneak Door Beta.
Okay.
Is what I think he was looking for. Maybe Snitch.
Oh, so you restructure.
Sure, why not? More money. And a 5th piece of ice over R&D. Because if this isn't telegraphing that I have no agendas in my hand at all, I don't know what is.
Yeah, because your R&D keeps getting skinnier and skinnier, and there's more and more agenda density going up. Okay, so this is where I start losing track of his money completely.
he's got
So I just
17?
put a 17 red. It's something. It's like a roulette wheel.
we think he gets it. He's got a lot either way.
So I put the Plasticrete in just in case. He's got 2 Plasticretes now, which is kind of, in this against your deck, is kind of funny.
Well, I mean, I could have drawn 3 Scorched Earth by now.
Could have. Punitive Counterstrike, but
No, there's no punitive in there.
But it would be funny to float one of those out on the edge with 26 credits.
Posted Bounty would have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just.
So he finally gets Dyson Memory Chip.
Yeah, because he wanted. That's the card he was digging for, was the Dyson.
Oh, so he had more memory
so
to put it.
Play, yeah.
Sneak Door Beta.
Yep.
Yeah, because he put the Garrett in, which takes up the memory.
Now we're just drawing cards, and we're gonna. I don't know what. Oh, I was checking to make sure I had enough money to res all 3 pieces of ice, because they're all just huge pieces of ice. And yep, counting the credits, make sure.
Oh, just 26. I mean, you gotta have
20. I mean, those ice are expensive. And we get the trash. Oh, we're gonna use for Burn Jackson. Yeah.
So you burn Jackson. I think you did this just to make sure you had agendas. You're probably going, where's all my agendas?
Well, I burned it because I'm about to install over it, and I'll go get the big stuff. But yeah, actually, when I pick up my deck here, I do look through it like, okay, they're in there. I was worried that Josh had them, or just I'd lost them throughout the day. But yeah, it was. Had to check to make sure. And I think even after the end of the game, I went back through and counted all 20 points, because this is just they were all glued to the bottom today.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing. It's bad when you get to the point where you want to score them, though.
I think it's bad if you're not playing like Glacial Whaling, because if you're playing just regular, smaller pieces of ice, they're going to start being more breakable eventually. Yeah. But here we go. Now, see, this is kind of the funny situation.
So he goes Sneak Door Beta into your hand.
Yeah, I don't know what he was hoping, because if I'd had agendas,
you'd been scoring
I'd
them.
have been scoring them. So
they'd be on the table.
Yeah. And so he just he hits HQ over and over again, and it's just like, okay. I mean, I guess he was hoping that I would. Let's see. Now he did have a good idea of that. If I were to, if I score an agenda, and then have to draw the card, then maybe I draw an agenda. But this isn't. I mean, this is just I drew an agenda, put it down, and
yep.
Here we go.
And it's sitting behind the ice.
Yeah. Now see if that card's an agenda.
Then you got a chance.
Yeah, you do. But I mean.
So you get advance for 2.
Yeah. Well, it's priority rec. So, and we'll throw Jackson.
Probably Jackson.
Yeah.
Maybe Grendel. Just as a click killer.
No, I'm fairly certain I'm not afraid at all of him running that agenda, because there's 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure
he's only got 10 credits, so
yeah,
I mean, approximately 10 credits, guys.
Yeah, even inside job, he was gonna have to run into the other 2, and let's see what he gets.
Nothing.
There's nothing in there.
It's ice and operations.
I don't think there's any more ice in there. I was pretty much, that's 11 pieces of ice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you run typically 18-ish? 18, 20?
I wish I knew. Probably close to that.
So you got well over half your ice out there.
Oh, for sure. I definitely don't have 22 pieces of ice. He runs.
So he does look at it.
He runs. Yeah, it's Jackson. And so I'm checking to see.
And so you force him to actually trash it.
Well, sure. It wasn't. I didn't need more money. I needed to draw agendas.
Now, yeah.
But he just.
So
he keeps hitting HQ, right? And just.
I think you got to figure out a way to get into R&D at this point. I mean, because the agenda population's got to be high.
Oh, sure, right.
I mean,
and there's priority.
There's priority rec.
I believe this res is an archer. There it is.
There's one. There's his brother. And it's for free. You don't have to spend the.
Nope, no agenda.
Still got 22 money. You're looking pretty.
Threw away Scorched Earth.
Look at all those Scorched Earth. You threw 2 of them away.
Well, 2 Plasticrete. I was never going to get all 3, so didn't matter at that point. Okay, Archer.
So he's going to run. I think he's close to 11 now. I'm a little confident. Right. But see, this is where he quits using the bad BP.
Well, I mean, he sneaked or baited again.
So. He sneaked or baited.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kills that.
So it kills another Jackson.
Well, that's the end of my Jacksons.
So he killed it for 3, but he got the credit for the Desperado, so you get 9.
Coming back in.
So he gets another run for another 10.
I mean, I did score priority wreck that turn, so it's possible that one of the cards in my hand was an agenda. It wasn't, but
I think he ran 3 times there, so he just picks up credits. Trashes
Right.
Jackson. Starts out what he get, starts credit wise what he ended with, or ends up what he started with.
yeah.
Looks like I think that's all ice. I think it's all ice.
It's
in
all
your
ice and a
hand.
power shutdown.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna put something over. I figure, this was probably.
Well, I think you
bad
started
plan.
to play power shutdown here, and then you figured,
Yeah. there's no
well, I
point.
want to see if he has another corroder in the deck,
Yeah, right.
because you thought you could get rid of his corroder.
Yeah, gets credit as the lowest one on the board, and that's been looking at his deck. And,
Yeah, and then you started to play and said, no, let me look at your discard pile, see if you
Yeah.
discarded a corroder.
and there isn't one in there, so.
So it's not worth
Or is there
playing.
one in there?
No, there's not one in
Okay.
there.
I didn't think
So that's why you said it's not worth playing. So you
Right.
changed. So you put ice over it.
Yeah, throw out. And I don't even know why I did. It's kind of a bad idea. I should just put it somewhere else and let him keep hitting HQ.
Well,
but-
it's not a bad thing because it actually later on he forgets the BP and
True. I mean, he has 2 VP getting through. It's a Kadoosh that I put down there.
yeah, but you get through Kadoosh with basically
1 credit.
1 credit.
1 extra credit, yeah.
Mm.
So,
Well, Garrett's,
Well, Desperados
Garrett's
was
2,
zero.
right?
Yeah.
Garrett's 2, so you get
pay 3,
1 up,
break
pay
2.
3, you get 2 BP, so you pay 1, you get 1 back, it's for free.
Yep. So, yeah, he should have been keeping his money, but I think if I had remembered the BP, I'd been like, hey, you got 2 BP, because it's fine.
Yeah, but he put it back on Andy. That's why I said,
Right.
all new players, make sure your BP is either in front of you,
Somewhere you remember it.
somewhere where you remember it, because this is critical.
But, I mean, I would have probably thrown a second ice down immediately if I had noticed the BP, because, I mean, my point was just to tax him.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why I did, I should have just let him keep running HQ and be like, sure. There's
Yeah.
nothing in there.
Yeah, Garrett breaks it for 3.
Yeah.
He's got Desperado, so there's
Mhm.
2, and you got 2 BP, so it's 0.
Oh, emergency
Oh.
shutdown on poor wrong Archer.
Oh, so he Archers.
Gets
See,
rid of Archer.
I think he almost emergency shut down that
Probably.
Archer on the remote.
Yeah, he wanted, because he knows
He wants to get an
runs
R.
it.
Yeah, he wants to get an R.
But again, there's 3 other really big
there,
pieces of ice.
there's an agenda.
Hey, look, the card. 2 on it.
Well, you hope it's an agenda anyway. You're playing it as such.
Yeah, it could be Grendel.
So he takes Katie for 18.
Yep.
Again, guys, this is all approximate credits because I can't see the total, but it's somewhere in that number.
Yep. And we're gonna get he's gonna hit HQ again, hoping. I don't know why, because obviously the card I drew, I just put down. I didn't even mask it very well. What? Boom. And he's gonna get the emergency shutdown on Archer. That's why he did it. Which doesn't really matter because Archer's coming back up due to that hostile takeover. At least he runs it anyway.
Yeah, because if you notice, he actually is paying for the
Yeah,
Kadusha
but
spreads.
he shouldn't be paying for it. Yeah. Oh, he didn't. And we get 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're counting. Why are we counting? Must be Grendel. Because why am I counting unless it's Grendel? I'm assuming.
Well, not one of them's Archer for sure.
Yeah, one of them's Archer, and it's probably a toll booth and a Hadrian's.
Something big and nasty.
They're all just
Monster
pieces
Ice.
of Yeah.
So this is going to be another 20 point. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you go from 17 to 37.
Yeah. I guess I should just put 3 on there for fun. But that would have really telegraphed that it was, Grendel, not
Oh, it's
something
actually
else,
no. You got 16. You didn't get 20. So you
Right.
got 33. I got it right in the video.
Shouldn't I have got? No, I should have got 20.
No, because you had 4.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
So you
16.
only got 16.
Yeah,
Oh, only 16.
only 16. Love Grendel.
Mhm. So at one point I quit taking credits off, even though Philip's paying for him. I'm keeping track of what he should be
We
paying.
should have had. Oh, okay.
I mean,
Not a bad plan.
So-
What ended up at.
so you'll get to a point I think he gets down to no credits, and I'm like, there's still credits showing up on the way I'm doing the math anyway. If you
Right.
remember BP.
Yeah. We'll draw a card. It looks like it's another agenda. Maybe no, it's not an agenda if I'm drawing cards.
And a restructure, like this is the last thing that Philip wants you to see is, oh, I got 39 credits.
Yep.
And
we'll put another caduceus.
it cost
over
me 2, or it cost me 1.
We'll put another. It's a second caduceus.
So then it's going to cost him 3 plus 3 for free. So it should cost him 3 to get in.
Yeah.
And again, guys,
at some point we actually remember the VP. I can't remember if it was at the end of the game.
it was at the end of the game, I
It was at the
think,
end?
because he pays.
He keeps paying every time.
He keeps paying every time, and I'm keeping track of it.
Right.
See, he pays 6, I think, to get through, and I'm like, you only had to pay 3.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
You can't see his total, so yeah, it's kind of hard to know.
yeah. So
And again, he's poking HQ, and there's nothing in my hand.
nope, nothing.
I would have, if I had drawn an agenda, I would have scored Grendel for 12 and put it down.
Yep.
No problem. But me wondering where all the agendas
See, I think
are going.
Philip has actually got only on the table. I can't see the rest of it, but he's got less than 10 credits.
Yeah.
And he's actually got 17. If you start going back and doing the math on the Desperados and the
Right.
daily cast and all the stuff that he had.
Draw one. There's I think that's priority, right? Count. Don't ask me why I'm counting to see if I have enough.
Yeah, you've done this about you're just making sure that there's something that to protect whatever you're going to drop in behind here.
Yeah, you could,
Inside job. Oh, no, you put another.
Picture.
Oh my God, that's a 5x3x4.
Yep, and then we're gonna get an advanced token on it. Oh, maybe it's geothermal. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe I was counting to make sure I could put the 4th piece out. Oh no, I didn't remember what I did. Here, yeah, this is pretty. So we threw the 4th piece of ice out there, and we dropped one on the agenda, and here comes...
See, he's taking money here, and he doesn't need to do it. He's got an inside job.
So he inside jobs, and now that piece of ice I put down for him to jump over...
Oh!
It was an ice wall.
Oh!
he was slightly upset at that. It was like, there's Archer.
There's Archer again, so we burn it. So you're back down to 3.
Yep. He's planning to jump Archer, so he pays 1, 2... He's got some money at least.
Yeah, but I think he runs out of credits here, and if I do the math, I mean, what? Garrett breaks it for 6?
8. Garrett would be 8 to break it.
Yeah, 8 to break. And he stops.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, but you got 2 BP, so it's really 6.
True.
You know.
Should have been 6, and then...
You know, well, you break the ice wall with one of it, so it's 7, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he had plenty of money to keep running. I mean,
Well, even with 12 credits, you maybe get in.
So you hit toll booth. I mean, you know.
No, toll booth would have been... If it's toll booth and Hadrian's, he wouldn't have gotten in.
No, he would have got in, but I mean... And you got so much money anyway. It's pretty much a matter of just...
There's geothermal.
Yep.
A little fracking.
Anyway, yeah. So now you're back up to 5. You just need one more.
Yeah, and well, it's got to...
Philip's looking bad right now. After scoring 3 pretty quickly, it's like, you know, it's not looking good here.
I just need to draw an agenda.
You just need a agenda. If he can get an R&D, man, and he's got a R&D interface,
He could win,
the
sure.
chances of him pulling something good are pretty high.
Yeah, but I still have 26 credits and an Archer, and that geothermal fragging would have died to Archer, no problem.
Would you still have enough to win the game?
Yeah, that's still 2 priority Rex.
Okay, so you
2
still got
priority
2,
Rex,
yeah, okay.
2
So you
Atlases,
still have 9 agenda points sitting in the arc,
6,
or
10,
6 at least.
11.
Yeah, 11. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. No, 10.
So he installs HQ interface. See, he has no tokens showing for his he's got to have almost 10 here.
Right. Well, there's the install. But
Oh, and just to restructure, just to make sure.
why not?
If you have it,
that
play
way I
it.
can res the ice under R&D and the... Well, yeah, 5th piece of
And
ice.
then you put out a 5th piece of ice.
Why not? So there's 16 pieces of ice on the table, and I probably could have res the majority of them if I had to. Oh, at least 3 or 4.
So he takes Katie for 15.
Yeah.
And he runs up. Okay, so
He
he
gets
runs.
2. You can see both of them, and it's still nothing in the hand.
Yeah.
The winning agenda's on the table.
I think this is bad when you just, if you don't force Whalen to spend some money early on, even if you have to run stuff.
Yeah, I would have given him a better perspective of what he needed and what was going on. But unfortunately, yeah, just...
You had the table. When you scored the Grindle, it was over.
Yeah.
It was Grindle. Yep, there you go. Project Atlas scored. Game 1, John.
Yeah, there's me checking to make sure. Okay, I do have all my agendas. Right?
Yep, there's.
Yep,
if he could have ran an R&D run with Maker's Eye, I mean, he'd dig 5 cards, he could win the game.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go to game 2. So it's you running your Whalen deck, or no, Philip running Whalen, and you're running your Gabe, which we saw last video. So we'll see how this thing runs out.
I believe at this point Josh had actually won both of his games, so
you have to win.
I need the win for the win. If I lose, I get second. So yeah, it was my friend Andrew, I think it was playing and couldn't pull it off. Or not Andrew, somebody else, Jake, I think. But anyway, we're gonna get the install over HQ because it's Gabe, and you want to defend against the Count Siphon.
And you got hedge fund, so you got some money. So you dirty laundry.
Well, sure.
Dirty laundry R&D.
A little R&D.
All right, so you got restructure there.
So we know he's going to be getting more money.
So you Count Siphon him?
No, I forged it.
Forged him, yeah.
So that he couldn't restructure. Yeah, big old toll booth. We're not getting through there anytime soon.
You know how well you like those code gates, right?
I love toll booth. Favorite.
But when you're running, I mean, you never run a code breaker, right? Except for
there's one in there. No, there's a code gate breaker in there. It's
you running Peacock?
No, it's not Peacock. I think it's Yogg. I have a Yogg.
Well, Yogg ain't doing anything on a toll booth.
There's data suckers in there too.
Okay.
I mean, I have the ability to just.
All right, so the Fem.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Fem toll booth.
Fem it right off the top.
Sure. I mean, that's our money engine right there. Is poking HQ. So
you get a token, break,
pay 1,
get 2 back.
Yep. And
you see cards.
And
restructure. There's that restructure you just pulled that he can't play.
Right.
He's not very happy with you right now.
No, he is not.
But you actually take 5 credits because you take a click, you install it, you take a credit, you run, and then you actually run R&D and no big deal. But you did take 5 clicks. I went back and counted.
Wow, apparently I missed. That was a bad day.
It was a bad day. It was a good day, but yeah.
Wonder what I forgot to pay for, or why.
No, you took. I mean, I think it's just natural. I mean, you forgot to take. You took the credit for the FEM to bypass, and so you just ran the RQ or HQ, and then you ran R&D. Yeah. No big deal.
Oh, fracking.
There's a fracking, and you get 2 credits for it.
Well, sure. And we're gonna look scorched earth. We're not a fan of scorched earth.
Yeah.
See, we're drawing first.
Yeah.
By the 4th round of the tournament, I've done the whole don't draw at the. I've drawn at the end of my phase enough that I'm telling myself to stop doing it. So.
Going against your own own good advice, right?
Yep. Terrible.
Never draw on your last click.
Well, I mean, yeah, generally you don't. We're gonna get a little forged.
Another forged again.
Well, yeah, we have.
Because he's restructured. Ooh,
Hadrian's.
Ooh, but he had enough to res it, which is good.
Yeah.
So then you get a token. To go bypass.
Oh, Atlas.
Another Atlas. Ooh, 4 points.
Right.
Oh, and then you emergency shut down. Oh, that's mean. John Phillip had to be cursing you about now. I mean, he did it to you, but you had 5 pieces of ice. So it wasn't that big a deal.
And the point he did it didn't hurt. No, this is definitely keeping.
He has to just take 3 money.
And dirty laundry, either HQ or R&D.
I think you.
It looks like no.
No. You're saying okay. I'll pay for the bypass with the dirty laundry.
No, you can't pay with the dirty laundry. I still had credits.
No, that's what I mean. You pay the 1 to bypass the toll booth with them, yeah.
Yep, and we'll go back up to.
Because you had 3 credits, so you pay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't take the 2 for Gabe then. So I only went up to 7.
No, because you had 1. Yeah. You paid 1 for the break, and then 1 to get back, and then dirty laundry. So you took 6 net.
Gotcha.
I think I got it right.
Felt right in the middle of the game, so but.
You had enough money to do that one.
Yeah. Clicks for sure.
He is poor as Waylon. This is not where Waylon wants to be.
No, especially with 2 pieces of ice. Oh, with the third one.
He must have thought, well, I got Hadrians and I got Toll Booth. I got the ice that I want.
Yeah, well, he had a hedge fund. He had he drew a restructure that he could play.
Yeah. So he thought he was a pretty good place, and then you just decimated him.
Well, if I didn't have Fem in my hand, it would have been a much different game.
Oh, Curtain Wall.
Yeah, I don't like Curtain Wall.
Another. You must have had 3 of these in your hand to start.
A little green level clearance, so he's gonna get some econ next turn.
Oh.
But
yeah, alright, so there's your Plasticrete.
Gotta make sure you can't kill me.
Yeah. Something stupid like that, right?
Right. And I actually forgot my tokens today, so we're putting currency on the Plasticrete.
Hey, it works just as well.
Yeah. I know green level, get some money, get a card. It's almost back up to putting that Hadrian's out.
So he plays one to put another one out to protect the inside job.
Yep.
Oh. Someone's near the camera.
Little camera rattle.
Just takes credit. On to you. Looks like you take a couple credits.
No, I'm running.
No, you're running. Oh, but you take a couple credits. You get 1 credit net because you ran.
Yeah.
Bypass, get 2 back, Gabe.
Now we'll come hit R&D, see what's in front.
Ooh, data.
Ooh, Data Raven. That's like a break it for 5 or well, I mean break it for 5, yeah. But I also could just make him pay.
Yeah, you got the 5 credit out there, right there, going.
Yeah. Let's do a little calculation.
Yeah, I think you're going to take a tag anyway.
Right, because I have the clicks and I have the money, so.
So you pay it. You're thinking about it. Yep, you pay it. Keep running. Take the tag. There you go. Tag it up. You can't res it.
Another Scorched Earth.
Looks like Scorched Earth. Or Alt Art Scorched Earth.
And
Then you pay to get rid of it.
Because it's a tag and he's got 2 Scorched Earth.
Yeah, and you see a Scorched Earth on top of R&D. I'm going to keep the tag, guys.
I mean, I guess I could have lived through it with Plasticrete, but my lucky to have a 3rd one.
Yeah, he's poor, relatively.
Yeah.
The worst thing you see is a hedge fund, and then...
It's my usual Gabe. I got 2 cards. Stall.
It's a strong deck. It's hard to play against.
And I'm sure Honor Profit is just going to make it so much more fun.
Alright,
So we're going to run to HQ.
So he installs, takes 2 credits.
Oh, right.
So you're going to...
Hit HQ again.
Yeah.
Maybe? Oh, yeah, actually at this point I noticed that when Philip was flipping his HQ cards forward, I could actually see them.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, you gotta down
Keep
more.
them flat, yeah, don't... Another thing, I always turn them upside down versus turning them over from the top.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
or instead of putting them out here, put them underneath my hands.
Yeah, the way he was turning his hand, I saw it, and one time and I was like, no, you need to redo that.
Alright, so you install your corroder for 2.
I got 2 icebreakers. This is a special game. It's a championship. I needed more than 1. Maybe. If I had more one against Josh, maybe I would have done better. But so we're in a 3rd piece of ice over HQ.
Well, sure. It's a piece of ice to throw out there.
You gotta defend it, but
so he actually takes. So he puts out that and then takes 2 credits. So he still keeps 5 net for his turn. So we run it. HQ. So it's Shadow.
Shadow. See, that's kind of a silly choice because Shadow only cost me 2 to break, and it cost him 5 to play it. So it's going to be 3 turns through the Shadow before it actually
pays.
Cost me more than it cost him.
So you're going to break it. I think you break the trace. You give him the money. You break the trace.
Yeah, because I was kind of poor.
Because you had 1 more, and then you can bypass the toll booth.
And hey, look, Scorched Earth.
And you get 1 money back. You're not aggressive, are you, when you play?
You got to with Gabe.
I mean, you're running with no money, very limited breaker suite.
But it keeps him poor too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the whole trick. So he finally gets some economy with the beanstalk here. He thinks he's in a pretty good spot right now.
He is. He's got 8 money. He can res that in most of the... Well, he can't res Hadrian's yet, but now he's got 10. He can raise Hadrian.
Yeah, so he takes beanstalk, 2 money.
Sure, you want to be able to res Hadrian's. Hadrian's expensive.
So, first click. No, you took a card, I think.
Yeah, I drew a card.
Drew a card.
Drew another
Drew
card.
another card.
Hey,
There we go,
Katie.
Kate. There's your
Actually,
economy.
Now see, if I had done stuff and then played Katie, I would have had a Katie in my hand and been one turn behind on making money off her. That's why you draw first. But of course, drawing Katie disrupted my
So
plan.
now he's got restructure money. So now he
Yeah.
thinks he's in the driver's seat right here.
Well, he definitely can defend himself for a little while, for sure. I mean, hey, 16 credits is it's enough to res.
Oh, and then you have to throw Yog away because I think you were holding too many cards.
Yeah, well, there were no data suckers, or I think I had a second Yog in my hand.
So he installs, takes a card.
Well, sure, we're gonna run it.
Yep, 3 credits.
Ice
Ooh,
wall.
Ice wall
Ooh.
for 1. Corrado breaks for 1. And it's a snare. Your
Yeah.
favorite card. The only thing that will stop you from anything is the snare.
Yeah. Hey, at least now every time I ran into a snare in this tournament, I actually had, 3
Cards in hand.
I didn't, lose the game on turn 2. Then we'll clear the tag. I'm sure I cleared the tag. Or I guess I'm drawing first to clear, then clearing the tag. Nope.
No, you cleared the
first.
tag.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure I cleared it because
Yeah, but he
scorched earth.
He C-sources you right after this.
Yeah.
And you only have 2 money, so the C-source goes off automatically.
Yep. And he's gonna pay out the credits for the scorched earth.
And then he plays. Yep.
Bye-bye, Plasticrete.
And then double scorch earth you.
He picks the 1 card I get to keep.
Yep. And everything else goes to the heap.
All sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, all the same old thing. That's always nice to see.
Yeah.
So you have 2 money and a tag.
Yeah, I was a little hurting. That's low.
So you clear the tag. Draw a card. Draw a card.
Well, sure. I can't let him do the same thing to me again.
Did you put money on Katie?
Put money on Katie, yeah.
Yeah, put money on Katie. So he draws his mandatory.
Gotta get some.
He had to slow you down here a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Hedge funds, get some more money back.
Probably should have stopped as soon as I saw the ice wall, but I had money. I had credits.
So draw again.
Well, yeah.
Draw again. So you should have a full hand now. Draw again. You're gonna have to throw some stuff away.
No, I go 1 over and I should be
then
able to
Katie.
play it. Or no, yeah, I guess I had stuff I didn't want. No, 5 cards. Okay.
Nope, you had
No,
stuff
okay.
extra.
Yeah. Oh, special order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, special order.
Yeah.
Yogs are already gone. Nothing else. I guess I could have gone and got another fem. But either way,
So we put that one in.
we'll draw some more
Draw
cards.
some more cards. Because you don't have Mr. Lee out this game,
Nope.
which is a shock.
Poor Mr. Lee.
Poor Mr. Lee didn't show up on the table.
No.
Draw a card. You're gonna take Katie for 9. So you got 11.
Sure gamble.
Sure gamble. So you got 15 now.
Oh,
Desperado. You're setting yourself up for next turn for sure.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
R&D
R&D.
interface. Okay.
I didn't put the R&D out. I kept it because I think I.
Oh, yeah.
Bastion.
No.
Hmm.
So you got a pile of money.
This definitely snare double scorched earth slowed me down.
Yeah, it just slowed you down.
But it's okay.
So mandatory, or no? He draws an extra card.
Oh, the 3rd piece of ice. We got to defend now, but he knows I'm coming in. But I mean, if he doesn't get back up to 10 credits, yeah, there's not much you can do. He can't raise that Hadrian, so I think I would have kept the 10 credits because Hadrian is, it's
10, yeah,
7
10
credits to break. So
you got Hunter. So res is the Hunter, and you have a Fem out, which is going to cost you. Well, it's going to cost you 5.
right, or the joy of eating the tag, but which did I take the tag?
Let's see.
Maybe I stopped.
Nope.
Nope, I took both. Oh, that's right. I took both tags.
Took both tags from Data Raven. If you're gonna
Hunter
go
and Data Raven.
Yeah.
But
All you need is one card. I mean, you can win the game. You got 4.
Yeah.
You know.
Depending
So
on what RD, yeah.
he's got enough to res a Hadrian, right?
No, he's only got 9. He needs a 10th to res Hadrian's. So let's see the one card, and it's
Ooh, it's Kadoosh.
Hooray!
Man, that was expensive. Well, you get one back for the Desperado.
Yep. And then we'll lawyer.
And the lawyer up.
That's my new favorite technique. Oh yeah, I'll take tags. That's fine. That's fine. And lawyer up.
Yeah.
Really? You're like, yep.
So you have to get rid of cards.
Well, sure. Throw away that extra corroder, a couple extra things.
Yeah, so first run, and then you lawyer it up, and then you play the same old thing. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of money.
Third piece of ice.
Third piece of ice. Takes money back.
Checks. I don't know what I was looking for. I'm gonna run into HQ a little bit. See if we can force him to res that middle piece, I think it was. Because we just pay the 2 to break shadow. Or.
You got 2 to break shadow, 1 to break the toll booth.
And. Hostile negotiations? Something like that? The card where.
Aggressive negotiation.
Aggressive, there you go.
So then, alright, so then you.
Get a little R&D out. So we can start hitting R&D now because we need to find an agenda. And some money. Money would be okay too, but
yeah, I think you got some money still left there though. All right, so he's looking to see what he's got protecting him.
Right, see if he actually can stop me. I mean,
he's got a little bit of money. He doesn't have a lot, but he's got enough. He's asking how much you have.
Right.
So it looks like you got about 4.
Yeah, I've got Katie still, so a little bit of burst. Not enough that he.
All right, so then he's okay. So he's just gonna take money to make sure he can rest that Hadrian's.
Yep.
So you're gonna run his
HQ,
hand.
and
Oh, there's a cleaners. Game over.
Well, it was a rough game, and I was stressing the whole time. But Phil played better in the second game than he did the first for sure. But good old Gabe, he's just mean.
Fem is
an archer.
Fem, you use Fem so well. I mean, Fem is such a powerful card for you.
Yeah, well, especially when you look into. Oh, I'll do it to toll booth.
Well, I mean, yeah, you almost you force it with the forged activation orders, and then you put it where you want it. So
right.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have cleaners in there though.
No, I guess it was just so you could definitely get the kill.
So anyway, so you got 4 prestige. And ended up winning the tournament. Got the Alt-Art Katie, and
which I gave to you because you wanted it.
Hey, I'm not complaining. But yeah, so join us again. This has been No Agendas. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate. Give us your feedback. We're trying to make these videos better every time.
Thanks, guys.